You might be interested in embodiment and what that means. And you might notice I've got a body, so do you, and we're using them all the time in our coaching. So, for example, someone might come into a session with an emotion. There's a lot of ways you can work with emotions. You could ask them, what does that mean? Tell me about that emotion. There could be ways to keep someone in their head about an emotion, or you could invite them to notice where that emotion is housed in their body, because people really do have lots of hormonal signals and other signals going on in our bodies all the time when an emotion is running through our system. And so at Awaken, we're going to teach you to be in your body, invite your client into their body, and notice what's going on in the now. So a lot of coaches philosophically are in the future, which by its very nature takes them out of their body and into their mind or their imagination. There's nothing wrong with that. We do that too. And what's even more beautiful is to stay in the now, in the present, with what is, with what's real in this moment in your life. And that's best done through the body. One of my top tips about embodiment coaching comes from our metaphors class. Metaphors are really interesting. You can learn to use language. Clean language is often one of the things that we teach, where you're using the client's exact words to help them actually enter into their metaphor instead of staying with the logical, rational, linear mind. We take that a step further with embodiment, because we notice that when somebody is using their body, it's like another language. Some of you may have heard that nonverbal communication is even more prevalent than verbal communication, and we believe that's true. So if somebody is showing up to a session like this, that's different than them coming to a session like this. And so you could ask somebody, why are your shoulders up right now? And they could have some cognitive awareness about that. Or you could invite them to notice their shoulders and see what's wanting to happen. Maybe they want to do this and really feel it, and then do that and really feel that. Sometimes these things are happening metaphorically. So a person might be using their hands to say this, or they might be using their hands to say this, and their teeth and whatever else. And we can, instead of talking about it, we can do it. What if we moved with what's wanting to happen? What if we stood up? What if we sat in a different chair? What if we literally looked at something from a different perspective? And so metaphor, including body movements, is one of the most powerful ways that you can get into embodiment coaching.